it says soon. Something, I don't know. Hey, where's the merch panel gone?
Oh,
Huh.
oh pardon me.
Oh, it's below. There we go.
Oh, pardon me more.
Pardon me, okay.
Oh, what am I doing?
Alright. We are live on the tube of you.
Even the thing I'm meant to be on.
Ooh. That post that the Crystal Ball just did in Tavern Banter, the banner looks quite nice, just has a big thumbnail.
It really does.
It's real weird having to size the banner because YouTube's available on, like, you know, phones and desktops and TVs and everything. There's like this really whole fucking complicated system of what can fit where. I don't know if you've looked into it before.
I have not.
It's pretty nuts. I did download a template. Hold on. I can find it.
Oh, Roll20 has opened me in the wrong campaign. How do I exit out of this? I need to go here. How do I exit one campaign because I'm in the wrong thing to go to another?
In Roll20?
Yeah.
Go to the settings cog.
Yep.
Oh no, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, go to the settings cog, scroll all the way down, exit game.
Oh, that's why that's not way.
I like this. This is a jam.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Gonna work?
Oh,
There we
good.
go.
That's better.
Alright, I'll post in the Tavern Banter. So that entire thing you have to account for.
Let me see. Oh dear God.
Hmm. So, yeah, hence why the title and logo are kind of crammed into the middle there with all that blank space. It's like,
Yeah.
you can't really get around that. I guess the best option would be to have some sort of almost tessellating logo or banner that just repeats itself, you know, like a wallpaper almost.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awkward. But it's fine. Oh yeah. Where's the tweet?
Alright. Just double check. Good.
Wisdom.
Good to go.
Steam Mimic just to see if it'll roll for me. Yep.
Alright. I'm good to start. I'm just going to do a quick tweet, but yeah, I'm good to start if you want to do a
1
quick
second.
recap.
Yeah, so last time our adventurers found themselves in a strange manner, completely unaware of how they got there and trying to figure out, well, that exact question. And as they did so, they got thrust into, well, a murder. And they are now on the trail of this mysterious killer.
Right.
Also, there was a mimic that
Yeah, it was real
may or may
bitey.
not. It was very bitey.
Really hurt.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So we've just defeated this mimic. We literally finished off after having Max just pulled the Max special on it and hammered his Morning Star into it with his other Morning Star.
Yes.
As he hums, "We all fall together through the cold mist. We are lifeless together, together."
That song is so fucking
It's
good.
like the best
still.
song, honestly. So good. I listen to it all the time. Even the kids request to listen to it. Okay, so I'm just looking at my health and I'm thinking I'll probably heal up. I don't know if I want to use all my healing.
How much healing does a rest give us? I mean, we've got chunks out of our legs, don't we?
Well, I mean, we can't really just take a rest when we feel like it. You know, we're in the middle of investigating a murder. We can't exactly just sit down for 4 hours. That'd be a minimum. Okay, no, I need to be prepared in case we get into another fight. Okay, Vel's going to kind of sit back, panting up against the table where the mimic originally was. Just say, well, that was rather unexpected. How the hell did that get here? I wonder if the others know about this. Give me a second. I'm going to put my hands on around my leg, my injured leg, and again just whisper under my breath, and apply expedite healing.
Alright.
That way. Boop, and give myself 6 health back. And that uses my second out of 3 slots. I have 1 more healing slot left. Okay. I'll heal myself. Okay, I'm back at 30 out of 31.
Okay. So, yeah, as you guys recuperate from the fight, obviously very injured, you notice that no one seems to actually be coming in. No one seems to have actually heard this mimic attacking you.
Good point.
Weird. But the dead mimic it's not like faded away or anything, has it? It's still just this big mimic.
No, there's just a goopy pile of mimic on the floor.
Good.
Does it have any... I don't know how mimics work. Does it have any loot in it? Like, is it still a chest? Underneath all the gooey crap? Don't
think so, or at least this one isn't. You don't see anything inside of it.
Okay. I'll say to Kall, how the hell do you think that got here? Did someone put it here? Was it maybe to stop people like us from prying?
Good question.
Shit, I don't have my notes open.
We should go find the mayor and tell him about this. I also wanted to ask him why there are no guards posted in this room to make sure that no one else comes in.
I would like to go over to this other chest and just tap it with my still dripping morning star to make sure it's not a mimic.
Let me see.
Oddly smart.
Can you roll perception for me? Please and thank you.
Yes, I can. Beep.
Yeah, you prod around and don't notice any teeth. It seems to just be a box.
Also, friendly reminder to read out your dice rolls for the podcast.
16.
Sake. Yeah.
Right, yes.
Hi, podcast people. I got 16.
Good thinking, but I feel like we're a bit safer now. God, I hope we are. Right. Are you okay? Did you take any damage? I was a bit preoccupied.
Yes, I did actually. I'm and I hold up my teeth marked leg.
I can't really do much more healing, but I could fix that up for you if you'd like. It just might mean that we're at a bit of a disadvantage if we end up fighting anyone else.
We would be at just as much a disadvantage if we were injured and I couldn't help as well, so.
Very good point. Okay, I'll come over and again kneel down and apply my healing. Heal. 5.
Alright. Yeah, you feel your wound close up a little bit. It seems Actually, how does expedite healing even work? Hold on, I need to make sure I'm doing this correct in lore.
It's just in place of an unarmed strike, you may touch a willing creature and heal them for 1d4 plus Wiz modifier. You may do this a number of times equal to your Wisdom modifier per short rest. That's it.
Alright. So, yeah. You feel your wound partially closing and flesh regrowing as if it would have healed in a... Sorry. It reforms in the way that a wound would heal naturally, but rapidly sped up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I said, my method of healing is basically speeding up the body's natural healing process. Magically.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that.
That's okay. I just hope we don't have to endure too many more blows. We should go find the mayor. I didn't even know he snuck out of the room. Where did he go? Did you see?
I shrug and shake my head.
I'm gonna head back out into the main hallway and ask the guards if they know where the mayor has gone.
I'm gonna stare suspiciously at every object around me and then just start tapping things with my Morning Star.
Alright, can you roll investigation for me, please?
Yep.
Do you know what else I forgot, Spooks?
What's that?
The whole, like, performance advantage that you gave me. The first 3 turns would all be at advantage for attacks. I don't think we did a single one.
You're right.
So many advantages missed. Oh well.
I'll just let you have that if you end up fighting again in this
fine.
murder mystery. But
It's so funny.
first we'll start with Max. So yeah, Max, you kind of poke and prod around, and I mean, outside of ghostly objects, everything seems to be, for the most part, what it should be.
I still just kind of stare suspiciously at everything around me.
Alright. And let's go over to Vel.
Okay, so Vel's walking over to the guards quite briskly, and with a bit of an air of urgency, not so much panic, and say, Guards, did you hear the fighting? We just encountered a mimic in that back room where the body is. Please, come and investigate.
A mimic, you say? And he kind of gestures over to the other guard like a stay put motion and starts rushing his way into the room.
Yeah, and I come with him.
As you both approach the room, he says, My gods, there really was one. What was it mimicking?
Oh, thank God. I was worried that it would, like, disappear or something and he'd think I was crazy. Well, I mean, it was just sitting over in the corner as a chest on the table, and while I was investigating around, it just suddenly attacked.
Has it reacted strangely in any way that a mimic shouldn't? Like, has it turned into fog? Has it... Or was it some form of trap?
No, I can't say that it exhibited any strange behavior other than somehow being able to whistle despite not having lips.
I've heard a tale my friend Dave hearing about a whistling mimic.
Good old Dave.
That's kind of terrifying. The Whistling Mimic would be a great name for a tavern.
Yeah.
I'm going to write it down for later.
Whistling Mimic.
Yeah, I'm going to write that down for later.
He kind of... Go ahead.
Oh, sorry, what was my name for the dwarf that we were going to be? Oh,
Twerk and Fog.
Twerk and Fog.
Twerk and Fog. So yeah, the guard kind of eyes you both up and down and says, Alright, I'm gonna need you two to leave here.
Plus?
Yeah, this is technically a crime scene now.
It wasn't a crime scene before?
Well,
Yeah.
That's a good point. But, you know what, here are the investigators. If you wish to stay in here, that you make a solid point. I need to return back to guarding the stairs here. But
Are you able to post a man in here? I am quite concerned that this body is just being left unattended.
I mean, I could stay here myself. It's just, you know how it is. The fog's been dangerous. We've been attacked by creatures, and, well, we'd like to make sure the residencies are kept safe before the dead are.
I'd like to insight whether he's just a scaredy cat and doesn't want to be alone.
Yeah. Roll insight for me, please.
9.
You can't particularly tell. It could be either way.
Just ask him.
Yeah.
Are you being a scaredy cat and you don't want to be alone? I ask him.
Okay.
I would do no such thing. I trained as a guard for a third of my life. No.
Convincing. Okay. Anyway, I wanted to know where the mayor went. He was right behind us, and then he just sort of left while we were investigating. We need to tell him about this, and I have more questions. Do you know where he went?
I believe he went upstairs to fetch the manor's owner. He'll be down just shortly, but I can't let you up there. I'm sorry.
Oh? Why is that?
The master is very private, and again, currently, especially with mimics about, really rather not potentially have things get worse than they are. We're treating it as a sort of safe room for now.
Okay, I understand. Carl, let's continue to investigate, and I'm going to motion for him to come out to the hallway.
The guard kind of walks in front of you and turns
he's
back to
leaving
his
alone.
post.
God damn it. I was totally going to just go upstairs anyway. Fuck. Okay, I'm going to turn around to Carl in the doorway and say, what do you think we should do?
I could cause a distraction.
I'd rather stick together. I just don't necessarily feel like I trust everyone. You know what? If the mayor's going to be back down soon anyway, why don't we go and investigate the kitchen? The mayor did mention that was where Archibald was last seen prior to the incident. Perhaps we can find more clues there.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to head over to the kitchen. I'm
Yeah,
assuming the door is currently closed.
It is, yes.
Okay, I'm going to pry it half open and peek around without actually entering.
Okay. Yeah, so you pry the door partially open and try and take a look through. Actually, could you roll stealth for me?
Ooh. 19.
Okay, yeah, the door doesn't
Stealthy.
creak.
Nice.
So, yeah, you try to creak open the door. Hold on, I'm trying to reveal the area.
Oh, fuck.
And you see a giant fucking lizard frog creature standing over a plate of ghostly vegetables, looking rather confused.
What?
Confused looking giant
Fuck.
lizard creature.
And I see this person at the back as well?
You do.
Is that
She is
a
just
woman?
currently, she's just calmly preparing food.
Oh, so it's a nice lizard creature.
Okay. I'm going to motion to Carl to come close very quietly and say, There's a creature in there. I can't quite tell if it's aggressive. There's another lady at the back and she doesn't seem too bothered.
Hey, who are we to judge? I'm sometimes a bear.
I'm going to burst through the door and say, What is going on here?
The large slad turns around and goes, "Who you?"
I, Vel. Who you?
I was gonna do that.
I'm Red Slad.
Miam. What is a creature like you doing in a place like this? You don't seem to be aggressive. I was slightly worried when I first saw you.
I cook.
Oh? Is that hygienic?
He
Rude.
goes
Rude.
and he grabs a
he
like a
looks
ghostly
slimy.
garlic and just kind of gently places it back down on a cutting board, points at it, and says, "See?"
Fair enough. Are you okay, miss? Yelling at the lady at the back.
He goes, "Huh? What? Oh, you've met our friend here. Yeah, everything's fine."
I'm going to insight check her to see if she's lying, like if she's afraid of
Yep.
it or something.
Go ahead.
6. Damn it.
You can't, from the distance you're at, you can't really see her making any facial expressions or anything. Just really her voice as she's continuing to prepare a meal.
Would you believe I have a +3 to insight? Both my rolls so far have been less than 10. That sucks. Okay. I'm gonna move into the room between them and just kind of casually walk in, very calmly. And I'd like to look around for any signs of a struggle, blood drops on the floor, that kind of thing.
Can you roll investigation for me, please?
10.
You see some broken bottles that could have been the Slad potentially fumbling, or just simply an accident, or even the creatures that they've seemingly been attacked by. And that's literally all you notice.
Kall, you
Kall,
following
what
me?
are you doing?
Yeah, I'm coming through the door. Just standing here having a look around. I go up.
Oh my god,
Man,
it's Dino.
And just kind of stare over at his shoulder. What is the lizard man doing? Is he preparing something?
He is grabbing this, like, picking up this ghostly garlic, putting it back down, picking it up, and putting it back down, occasionally tapping it against other ghostly ingredients.
Oh.
Oh, so they're all real freaky deaky confused. Okay. I asked, what you cooking?
Food!
Fair enough. Good point. Okay, could I smell some of the ingredients? Can I pick one up and give it a sniff? Like the garlic?
Yes. Can you roll Constitution for me, please? A Constitution save, actually.
Oh lord.
Ooh.
Ooh.
You pick it up, and it feels devoid of all texture.
22 by the way, in
And-
the podcast.
Oh, yeah, right. Go ahead, Max.
Does it have a smell?
It does not.
Okay.
It looks like a
okay.
garlic, doesn't feel like one, doesn't smell like one.
Oh my god, Kall, you have COVID.
He coughs.
Social distancing!
I would like to. I think I'll just have a bit of an investigate around the frog, man. See if there's anything out of the ordinary. See if there's anything on the ground. Maybe this barrel as well. Just kind of nosing around
Can you
here.
roll investigation for me, please?
Yes.
You notice a block of knives with seemingly the steak knife completely nowhere to be seen.
19 for the podcast.
Okay. Okay, good to know. Good to know. I'd like to point this out to Vel, actually, while I'm looking at it. And
What
just
did you find?
Knife's missing.
Oh? Creature, I'm sorry, I've forgotten your name already. I'm a little distracted. Do you know where this knife went?
What knife?
I thought as much. I'm gonna move over and talk to the lady. And say, Miss, are you aware of the situation that has occurred outside this very room?
Yes, I am. I'm trying to keep everyone safe and calm right now, and a dinner seems much needed.
Okay, thank you. I just wanted to make sure that you weren't being withheld any information. Can you tell us anything about the event? Apparently, the victim was last seen in the kitchen here, before he was unfortunately found deceased in the other room.
Ah, the Silk Mogul. Yeah, he came in to, well, quite frankly, he came in to belittle my cooking and say how garbage it was, in his words.
Yes, I have heard he's rather a favoured chap. Heavy sarcasm implied.
He kind of sighs, but
and
says,
how did that make you feel?
Are you actually saying this in character?
Yeah.
He goes, well, I was quite angry. I told him off, and then he stormed out into the storeroom. And next thing we know, we heard a screaming, and were alerted that he'd been murdered.
Ah. And when you heard this screaming, did you go and investigate yourself?
No, I stayed here, and, I had my friend over there protect me.
Okay. Is there any other information that you think could be of value to us as we investigate this? You see, we've been asked by the mayor to find out what exactly has happened here.
Well, I've heard that the butler had a bit of a grudge with the man. I mean, everyone really does, but his seemed a tad more personal.
Right, well, thank you. I guess we shall continue our investigation. And I'll leave it to it. I would also like to just point out the really interesting design of this fireplace, connecting up to the fireplace in the living room.
Yeah.
Because I can only assume that that's like, there's no wall in between the middle of the fireplace.
There would not be, no.
So putting my head through, if I hadn't rolled low, I might have been able to sneak through into the kitchen. Ooh.
Yeah.
Wait, is there a fire in that fireplace at the moment?
Currently still just that blue fire from before on the other side.
Okay. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna assume
Well,
that she's
depending
already
how the
well aware of
fireplace
that.
was made, it could be two fireplaces but sharing the same chimney.
Well, that's what I figured, but there wouldn't be like a random panel in the middle to separate them, would there?
Yeah, they would. Yeah.
I'm gonna say these ones
I
are
trust
too
you.
directly connected like a tunnel.
Oh my god, it's like a clue tunnel! I'd like to search the room for trapdoors, or anything that goes into the ground leading to a secret tunnel.
Yeah, roll investigation. I was about to sing that.
Secret
7! What is wrong with me?
Go ahead and you start feeling around on the floor, and the woman turns around and says, "What are you doing?"
I look up with my best detective smolder and say, "Investigating."
Can you roll deception for me, please?
16.
She kind of shrugs and says, "Well, I'm not one to judge. Just please don't get any dust on the food."
Yes, I will not get any dust on your ghostly food.
Do not eat the ghostly ones.
Yeah, kind of figured. Okay, I'm gonna get back up. Is this door here? I'm gonna push that open. Or try and push it open.
You try and push it open, and you realize it's wedge stuck. Probably from that bookcase you saw in the hall earlier.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna walk back over to Carl and say, I don't think there's too much of value here. Let's perhaps head out and see if the mayor has come back down.
I don't want to know what ghost wine tastes like, but let's not touch that.
Might not be a good idea.
Yeah. All right. Let's go find the mayor.
Are you both walking through the door?
Yes.
Although, isn't the mayor going to come down when he's ready? Isn't he being a pain?
Well, I mean, I'm assuming he's gonna come back downstairs to where the guards are, so that's where I'm heading.
Okay.
And as you both walk out, the Slad does a big, overhead wave and says, "Bye!"
Goodbye.
I do a big overhead wave too and go, bye!
I'm really kind of concerned about that, but I'm just going to keep that to myself. And also I'm going to say, as I get to about here, assuming we're not interrupted, I'm going to cast my eyes back over to the body just to see if anything has changed.
Yeah, as you look over, it's still in the same position, bloodied on the floor, and nothing has shifted.
Cool. Continuing on.
Who drew the chalk round him?
Probably one of the guards.
Okay.
Max, you are following?
Yeah, sorry.
Alright.
As I walk up, I say, is the mayor back yet?
Not yet, but he should be only a moment. I can call for him if you'd like.
Please do.
The guard once again gestures to his friend to stay and starts marching upstairs. You hear a bit of shuffling of feet, and the guard approaches first and says, "Oh, hold on."
Something for God to say?
The guard walks down the stairs and says, "They'll be right here. They were just coming down." And as you, are you looking at the staircase?
I'm standing there with both hands on my staff, just patiently waiting, kind of looking in the general direction of the guards and the stairs.
Chilling with your hands on your staff.
As you are kind of sitting there waiting, you see a rather distinguished-looking man with a notable facial scar.
Oh. Ooh. Jeez. Alright.
Walks down the stairs and says, sorry to keep you all waiting. I'm sure you're not here for me, so I shall let the mayor introduce me cordially." And the mayor follows behind. Hold on. And she walks out and says, "Sorry for the wait. It was an urgent matter. What can I help you with?"
Well, Mr. Mayor, we were attacked in the cellar room by a mimic, of all things. I assume that you were not aware of this.
"Mimic? But I've been in and out of there, and as of the guards. Why was no one else attacked?"
Concerning. Well, I can guarantee you that we were attacked, and I show him the kind of, red scar on my leg, just to kind of, prove my point.
Oh, dear.
This is turning out to be a very interesting investigation.
Why we had you here, we really could use the outside help. The rest of us aren't much use in this matter. Anyways, let me introduce you to our host, if you would be so kind.
Of course.
And he kind of gestures over to the host, and he says, "This is Sir Julien Dachiel, our gracious host and owner of this fine manor."
I'll move forward to shake his hand. Pleased to meet you.
He walks forward and says, "Pleased to meet you as well, good sir.
Give him a nice
I've
firm
heard that
handshake.
you're helping with this terrible mystery on our hands."
Attempting to.
"I hope I can be of any service. See, Archibald was someone I let stay here, and, well, quite frankly, it guilts me that he would die in my home, and I feel like I let it happen."
I'm sure anyone in your position would feel the same. I'm Vel, by the way, Vel Besktyrr, and this behind me is Kall-Måne.
Good to meet you both.
What am I supposed to say?
Oh,
He
no.
behind me?
He behind me. No, that's true. Maybe I'm just getting a little... I'm just snarky.
He's a little
because
twitchy.
because
I
I've
can
been
see that.
bitten several times in the leg.
Yes, you'll have to...
I've heard-
we have to apologize. We're a little bit shaken after being attacked. It was quite a fierce encounter. Lots of teeth.
Can imagine. I wonder if it slipped in outside. I'm gonna need to post a guard in the room. And he looks over at the one with the crossbow. And the one with the crossbow kind of points at himself and goes, "Me? Yes, you. Now go guard the room." And he kind of slowly walks into the room like he was a kid being told off by his parents.
I'm wondering to myself if mimics are able to jump through windows. Alright, okay. Well, this is probably a very obvious question, and it seems as though Archibald wasn't exactly a popular fellow, but is there anyone that seems to be kind of the prime suspect at the moment? Any obvious leads as to who may have done this?
Right now, and he kind of leans closer and whispers, and he goes, "Honestly, I don't really know all of my gods too well. I personally suspect it was one of them, but I don't know. I trust my butler with my life. Siegfried is a good man, and, well, there is one other guest staying here, and I will admit I don't know her too well."
Thank you. Has anyone gone missing since the event, aside from the victim themselves?
Well, during the time, we were all kind of split off. I was in my quarters, journaling the day, and hopefully
How
preparing.
did you know what time it happened?
The mayor, after seeing the grisly murder, stepped in and told me that he just saw it, and I sent the guards into action.
Suspicion.
But I was journaling in my room, honestly not sure where the mayor was. I'm sure our staff was in the kitchen. Have you met them yet, by the way?
Yes, we've just been to the kitchen. There doesn't really seem to be anything particularly odd there, except for the giant creature that appears to be attempting to cook.
He kind of puts his hand on his head, and he kind of goes, "Yeah, sorry, I would have liked to introduce you to them myself. Suzanne there took a liking to this lad and kind of taught it to talk. Not necessarily to speak, but it was apparently just a tadpole, a baby. I don't know the right terminology for it, but at the time she took it in and raised it, and, well, I have to say he's kind of a dreadful cook, which is why we've just been letting him mess with the non-food items and pretending like he's helping."
Has he ever shown any signs of aggression in the past?
Well, during the first onslaught of the fog, there were some nasty beasties going in, particularly ghouls that seemed to have set him off. He was rather vicious, and honestly, if it weren't for him, I reckon a few of us would be dead. But other than that, no, he's a complete sweetheart.
Okay,
If
thank
a
you.
bit dumb.
And this is all softening my suspicions very much of the both of them. I was quite suspicious of the monster before, but now this is all kind of making me, not question them so much.
Also, quick sliced and diced trivia moment.
Ooh.
I was actually planning on using a slad as the first monster you guys would fight, rather than the roper.
Oh.
But I couldn't quite find a character sheet that a way to import the character sheet properly, and so that's why I had the model on hand.
Cool. Nice. I like that.
Anyways, continuing on.
Crap, I had a question.
Sorry.
No, it's alright. Okay, go to my secondary question. After this fight, I mean, we've healed ourselves up a little bit, but I was wondering, do you have any medicinal stocks at all? I would hate to get into another fight out of nowhere and end up not being able to protect ourselves or heal ourselves. Any potions of healing, anything like that would be of great use to us, if available.
Hold on.
Or a healer, an in-house healer.
Just a second to make sure this thing works as the way it does. Yeah, he kind of reaches into his coat and pulls out a small vial of healing and says, "Well, I was planning on keeping this myself just in case an attack would happen, but I'm not one to let my injured guests stay injured."
I'm assuming he's passing it to me?
Yeah.
Okay, so just one potion of healing? I'm just adding it to
Yep.
my inventory. Okay. Thank you, I really appreciate it. We'll reserve it for the utmost emergency.
Please do. I'm fairly certain it's the last we have.
Am I still holding 2 morning stars that are dripping purple gore?
I was wondering about that. You haven't
That's
said
up
that you
to
put them
you.
away.
Yeah, so I'll let you retroactively decide if you put them away or not.
Yeah, let's say I've put them away, otherwise I'd have to roll intimidation every time I come across somebody new.
Alright.
Passive intimidation.
Okay, I'm pocketing the potion that is now in my backpack. Cool. Okay, now in my backpack. Next. Is there anywhere that you would suggest us to investigate next? Any other leads?
Well, judging by the broken glass, I'd say possibly the courtyard outside. Maybe some of the guards. And he says maybe even Siegfried knows something. That little crush of his, the Lady Knight, she might also have something of use.
The Lady Knight? Where would we find her?
She the other guest.
Are you saying that out loud, Max?
Yep.
He says, yes, indeed. And he says, well, if you take a right, actually, no, he says, he turns around and he says, if you take a left, where I'm looking, it should be the very first room you see in a straight line. So it'd be that way.
Oh, okay. Also, there's a door here, right?
There is a door there, yes.
Okay. I'm going to ask about it. What's through that door behind you there?
The entrance to the courtyard.
Oh, that will take us outside, will it?
It will, yes.
Great. I was a
Please
little worried about having to
be
climb
careful
through
on
a
the
bloody window. Pardon me.
But he says, please be careful on the deck. There's been a few holes, and the wood isn't nearly as stable as it once was. And apologies that my mana is in such a mess.
Has it always been like this?
No, only since the fog. I'm afraid. Nasty fights those were.
Okay, well, I thank you for your information. We better continue our investigation. I fear that the more time we spend talking, the less of a chance we'll have to uncover this mystery.
And he says, all right, time's all yours. And he walks back upstairs.
What's the mayor doing?
Kinda just twiddling his thumbs nervously.
Have you found any more information that could help us?
He goes, no, I haven't heard anything. I honestly just went to fetch our host.
Okay,
Open
thank
the
you.
doors to the courtyard.
Yeah, I was going to head that way anyway.
So, yeah, you open the doors to the courtyard, and hold on, I need to reveal quite a lot here. Did I actually reveal, or did I just hide? I just hid. Hold on. Why is it hiding? No, you're not supposed to be hiding things.
That has happened to me before, actually.
There we go.
Alright, zooming out. Ooh. What the heck is that? Wow.
Dragon head.
Alright, I'm
Oh,
stepping through.
you take a step outside, and the cold air hits you immediately. The fog
I have
again.
Resistance to cold, so.
Okay,
feel
so
happy
Max,
and
you
comfortable.
and you see a large, rather well decorated courtyard. In a bit of dismay, sure, but it seems quite fancy and unlike all the other buildings you've seen on the island.
Okay. I'm going straight over to the guards. I'm going to say, hello there. Say, have you seen anyone else come through this courtyard recently?
You're peering over the deck below to them.
Oh, we're upstairs, are we?
You're a little bit up, yeah.
Okay.
Only like 2 feet or so. But
Yeah,
you'd have
I'm
to lean
just
over the
gonna-
railing.
I'll say this as I'm walking down these stairs towards
The
them.
guard immediately turns around in a moment of almost whiplash, and he says, "Ah, God, you scared me. Don't do that again."
Oh, apologies.
Can I walk up behind the guards? and just say hi.
You're gonna jump off
You're
the
gonna,
deck?
you'd have to jump off the deck.
Oh. Oh, really? Is the deck that much taller?
It's about 2 feet higher than everything else, and you'd
Oh,
have to
boy.
jump over the railing too. But the railing's rather short.
I mean, that's like knee height.
Yeah, it's just a bit taller than everything else.
Do it, Max.
Okay.
It'd be really funny if you
Yeah,
fall
I'm gonna
over.
do it. I'm gonna jump over the railing.
That's for me, please.
Roll what? Sorry?
Roll acrobatics for me, please. Yeah, you managed to jump over. And can you roll stealth for me, please? As you jump over, you do make a thud, and the guard turns around and goes, "Gah! Stop doing that!"
Vel quietly smirks.
Okay, what can I assist you to find gentlemen with?
Well, we're here investigating, at the mayor's behest, the murder of Archibald that has just occurred. And we found a broken window in the cellar room with a trail of blood that appears to lead outside. I'm wondering if you've seen anyone that's gone past at all. Not necessarily from where we've just come from, but even from outside.
How long are we talking about here?
But assumedly
Since the murder
within-
happened?
Yeah, assumedly within the last hour or so.
Oh, gods, well, honestly, I've seen a few people. I've seen the Lady Knight pass through. I've seen Butler pass through. The Slod walk through and tried to drink from the fountain.
Has anyone come from around the outside of the manor?
That I know of, no.
Gesturing over this direction.
He says, yeah, not that I know of, no, not at all.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to step forward to the fountain and look around for any blood drops on the floor.
Can you roll investigation for me, please?
Floor? Ground. 4. Oh my lord.
You
not having good luck today,
investigating anything.
You're a terrible detective.
I am.
Yeah, but like, yeah, even on the boat, like when you tried to investigate for food.
Yeah, it's only a -1. It shouldn't. Yeah.
I still have a bag of meat and bread.
No,
Yeah,
you threw your meat bag.
Oh no, I threw it. That's right. Oh, good.
You yeeted that thing into the forest.
But yeah, so you try to investigate the fountain and kind of start looking around, and due to the darkness and the thickness of the fog, you see a liquid in there, and you kind of dip your finger in it and put it up to your face and realize that it's not blood, but it's slightly too viscous to be water.
Oh.
Oh. And how does it feel on my, like, does it tingle? Is it burning? Anything like that?
No, it feels a little, there is a small section that feels a little bit foamy.
Oh. Kall, come over here. I've found something somewhat interesting. I'm going to gesture to the liquid and say, do you think this is water?
It's not a lot. Like, it's not filling the fountain. It's just a small little puddle of it.
Oh, okay. Okay. What do you think this is?
I dip my whole hand in scoop as much as I can out and give it a big sniff.
Can you roll? I'm gonna say medicine for this, actually.
Oh no.
8.
8.
You know what? I'll give it to you. You realize it's probably saliva.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh. Okay. It appears that our slad friend might have got a little excited trying to drink from the fountain.
Oh, bloody frog. In character, I say that, and then start just shaking it off my hand and wiping it on my trousers.
This over here, is this actually glowing?
For this campaign, even though the map says it is glowing, I'm gonna say no. It's just a rather fancy additional fountain.
Okay. I will turn to Kall and say, we should go and investigate that window from the outside, see if we can figure out where the blood trail leads. And start making my way downtown. Places pass.
Yeah, as you turn the corner, actually, let me reveal the rest of it in the process. Oops.
Da-na-na-na-na-na.
As you turn the corner, you do notice a small building in the corner.
Ooh.
What is most likely a tool shed for the garden.
Okay. I'm going to head straight over to this window and see if there's anything notable from the outside that we couldn't see from the inside.
Can you roll investigation for me once again?
Oh, nat 20.
Yeah. You immediately see droplets of blood leading straight to the shed.
Do they look...
Because I saw this before,
look
right?
quite
The trailer going out the window.
They do look like they look like they have been oxidized, and you can tell that the blood droplets were probably not originating from outside, but indeed the place where the body was found.
I'm trying to remember, Max. I think you saw blood on the window, but not outside.
He did see it outside.
Oh,
he
you did?
saw a
Okay.
little bit on the bench.
Again, I'll motion Carl over to me and say, the blood leads to that building over there. Be on your guard. And I'm going to get, I'm going to stow my staff in whatever I'm carrying, and I'm going to get out my scimitar.
Oh, I didn't know you had one.
Hmm.
Seeing him do that,
Yeah, I got stabbed with it. I have a connection to it now.
I'm gonna get out both my morning stars.
All right.
I would like to. Is the door open to the shed? Is it open, or is it a closed building?
It is open. I'm gonna say the door is right around this side right here.
Okay. I'd like to sneak as close as I can to it so that I can peer inside.
Yep. Roll stealth for me, please.
Nat 1.
As you start stepping over these this rock path, you trip on it, thud your head against one of the rocks, and make a loud "ow" before you realize that you're supposed to be quiet.
Oh, fuck.
You're gonna be dealt 1 damage. Actually, 2.
My head.
If there was someone around, they've certainly heard you.
Yeah, I'm immediately getting back to my feet and somewhat panickedly preparing for a fight.
Yep.
I'm going to kind of see him in preparation and walking towards the door. I would like to just kind of keep as much of my body as I can hidden on this side of the shed.
Can you roll stealth for me?
Sneak attack anything that comes out.
Oh my god.
Oh, no.
Another net one.
Oh dear god.
We're so good at this. We're so stealthy. I have a +3 to stealth as well.
So, as you try to hide round the corner, you trip over Vel.
Oh my god.
Running into the statue in front of you. And you also make a loud "ow, fuck," and then realize, oh god.
I can just imagine it happening, like, crash, oh! And then I trip over you, oh!
You're also gonna be dealt 2 damage.
Oh.
I'm gonna look at Carl and I'm just gonna laugh. It is quite funny. And then, get serious again. And I'm gonna continue to the door, not stealthy this time. You know what, actually, I think now that our cover's definitely been blown, I'm gonna burst in there.
Okay. I don't have a map for this, but as you burst in, you rush in, and as your eyes adjust to light, it's just a shed.
No one in there.
There's stools there. A lot of them gardening.
Okay. Any blood?
There is blood.
Okay,
At the
Where?
entrance of the door, you can still see blood droplets, but leading to where you don't know, unless you'd like to investigate that.
Yeah, I want to see if there's blood on any of the...
standing behind him and looking.
I want to see if there's blood on the shelves, or like kind of try and figure out if they use this to use the shed to like bandage themselves up and then head off somewhere.
Is the shed a mimic?
Oh god. The door
Can you
grows.
both roll? You both roll an investigation for me.
8. Jesus Christ.
16.
Max, you notice tucked neatly under one of the shelves, a very bloody knife.
Oh, I pointed at knife from the kitchen.
Ooh.
Well, I can't point it. I'm holding 2 morning stars, but I point a morning star at it.
I would hazard a guess and say that this is the murder weapon. Do I want to pick it up? No. I don't know if I want to touch it. Not that there's going to be like DNA sampling or anything in this world, but
No.
Screw it. You know what? I'll pick it up. I'm going to pick it up and put it in my backpack.
You now have a bloody knife.
Okay. Yeah.
I would like to stare around the shed, kind of.
And it is a steak knife.
A
Nice.
steak knife, yeah. I'd like to look around the shed, maybe tap as many things as I can with my morning star, just to kind of scare or intimidate any mimics in case they're in here.
Okay, in that case, can you roll intimidation?
Yes.
Oh, nat 20.
You partially transform your arms into bare arms and start tapping all of them with an absolute power walk.
I will choke you with my bare hands.
Do.
If there were something in here, it would probably be very frightened right now.
I am very
Okay.
frightened right now.
That's very frightened right now.
I'm just going to kind of get a little shock and go, oh, Jesus. Some warning next time. Also, who is Jesus? Go. Alright, well, it appears that there's not much more to learn here. We should head back inside. And we can't see another blood trail leaving the shed, can we?
No.
Okay. And there's no bloody bandages or anything like that. Ripped cloth.
Nope.
Yeah, I guess I'd like to head back to the core. Actually, no. I'd like to carry on down that path that you just revealed, because we haven't explored that area yet, and that's totally what I would do, is explore.
Okay.
So I'm just going to head down this way. Also, we'll have to wrap up in about 5 minutes.
5 minutes. In that case, maybe we should wrap up here, because I'm honestly not sure I could do anything in
true.
5
Good
minutes.
Yeah.
I'm left standing holding a bloodied knife, looking at Kall-Måne as creepy violins start rising and getting louder and louder and louder, and then it cuts to black. Cool. The thought plickens.
Is the mist still twerking next to us?
Yeah, it is.
Roll for twerk. Missed. Roll performance.
Thick. Roll performance.
Thick with 3 C's. Cool. Alright, yeah, sorry I can't go longer.
No worries.
That's totally okay.
I mean, yeah, probably not doable, but I'm totally keen to go ahead tonight if you wanted.
I don't think I can tonight.
No, that's alright.
Sorry.
I figured it might be a bit
Yeah.
much. What's today? Sunday. Yeah. Sunday,
It's Sunday
Father's
today.
Day. It is Sunday
It is?
today. Yes. I think.
I'm on school holidays.
Yes,
I
it
don't
is.
remember what day it
Yeah, I
is.
know. School holidays, Easter, everything. Okay. Well, I'll talk. We'll talk offline about when the next one can be. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, stream. Don't forget
Thank you,
to
people.
check out Twitter and Twitch and obviously YouTube and all that stuff. Anchor. This
If you're on YouTube, drop us a like, comment
Yeah.
if you liked anything you saw, and or see anything we could do better.
Like, subscribe,
comment.
and turn on the bell.
Gamers.
Gamers. Hey guys, it's your boys Sliced and Diced. Back at you with another video.
Oh no.
Lord. That's our intro. Oh my god, I should totally do a D&D character that's just a total, like, just live streamer, cliche character. Influencer, yeah. Oh god. Twitch.tv/DinoKW.
And they die really quickly.
Yeah. Alright, thanks.